Hey, this is Scott from Simple Musician Academy, and I want to thank you for checking out this video. Look, if you can, real quickly for us, if you're enjoying these videos that we're bringing to you, could you go down there to the bottom and give us some thumbs up? But also, if you could you subscribe to our channel? Listen, it helps us, but also what it does is it keeps you connected to everything that we're putting out. And by the way, make sure you follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on X. And also make sure you go over to simplemusicianacademy.com and you check out all of the courses that we have and all of the material that we provide on our website. Look, you are our best advertisement. So if you are enjoying what we're doing and you like the way we teach and deliver this musical education, please, please, please recommend us to your friends and your family. We appreciate it. Hey y'all, Scott here. So listen, I'm going to teach you today Green Day's song, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. Possibly one of my favorite songs. I will definitely tell you this. If you're a Green Day fan, this one had better be in your top 3. Not even your top 5. It needs to be in your top 3. Love this tune. A lot of fun to play. Pretty simple. So listen, we've worked on the key of G, and this song is actually going to set in that key. They do this in the key of G, which is great, and so we're going to take a look at that. In this song, I'm going to show you a little trick with the chordings in it, especially when it comes to the chordings of G and the chordings of C, because the approach that I take on it is probably a little bit different than some of the other videos that are out there. Which is completely okay. Everybody's got their different ideas of how they hear it, how they would approach the song. I mean, even this song has some picking to it, and I'll tell you, there's several different videos out there that guys teach the picking a little bit different on each one of them. Truthfully, I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea with it, but I'm not going to probably do a whole lot with it because I like the approach of this song actually being done more with the strumming aspect of it. But here we go. So let's take a look real quick at the key of G and the chords that we're going to be focusing on in this song. Our one chord, which is our root chord, which is going to be G. And then we're going to have our 4 chord, which is C. And then we're going to have our 5 chord, which is D. And then the minor that's going to actually show up in this song is our 6 minor, which is E minor. Okay? So those are the 4 chords that are going to exist in this song. And that's it. You have 3 majors, 1 minor. Can't go wrong there. And once again, very typical for most songs. Okay? All right. So let's just take a look at that. So this G chord, normally a G chord, if you notice our positioning here, normally our G chord, okay, we're going all the way through. I'm going to, however, do a little bit different type of G in this particular chord, especially when it comes to the strumming part of the song, and that is, I'm going to do kind of an open G, okay? And what that's going to look like is this. I'm going to take my 2 finger or my middle finger and place it on that 3rd fret, 6th string as usual in the chord. However, the 5th string and the 2nd fret, I'm not even going to worry about that one. I'm going to actually let my finger drag on that note, and I'm going to mute it out, okay? I don't actually want it in there. So you're going to notice my finger is going to be kind of flopping in the wind there, okay? And then I'm going to take my 3rd finger, or my ring finger, and I'm going to place him in that same place that he's supposed to be on that 2nd string, 3rd fret, okay? So basically those 2 frets are the only two, or that fret, and those 2 strings are the only strings that I'm pressing because I'm going to let my finger, my ring finger, drag on that bottom string and mute him out as well. So the 2 strings that we're muting out are going to be strings 5 and strings 1, okay? And now when we play our chord through, we're getting this nice Still, it's a G, but it's kind of I call it a bit of an open G. Okay? So then, when we go to our C chord, all we're going to do is drop that finger down. Same thing. We're just going to press those. We're going to press the 3rd fret again, but we're only going to press the 5th string and the 2nd string. Same thing. We're going to mute now the string right underneath the 5th string, which is the 4th, and we're going to still mute that bottom string. And this time we're going to also mute with our thumb the top string. And now when we play the C chord, there you go. You get this open C, okay? So basically, if you notice, those 2 chords, the only change in them is my middle finger. And that's going up and down on it, okay? Yeah, this is one of those times where this is a great chord to use in this particular song and in this approach, okay? So then we're gonna go to our D. Our D, all we're gonna do is we're gonna take our index finger and bring him over to that 2nd fret, 3rd string. And once again, we're going to keep that bottom string muted. So you're noticing is that bottom string isn't even going to end up being in the song, okay? We're going to just keep him out. And when we play the chord, we're going to again mute that top string with our thumb, and we're going to play all those strings through. And that ends up being our D, okay? Then, when it comes to our E minor, you're going to once again see, man, I'm telling you, I am simplifying the dog out of this song for you, but it really sounds good. I have to say that I played through it. I'm like, man, this is a really great approach. And I wouldn't be surprised if Billy Joe actually did this when he was playing at times. So our index finger, now we're going to go up and press that 2nd fret, 5th string, but once again, that finger is going to mute the 4th string, and once again, we're still muting that bottom string. So if you notice and play that through, there's our E minor. So if you notice, all 4 of those chords, we have actually only used 2 fingers, our index finger and our ring finger. Our ring finger is staying planted the entire time, and our index finger, he's the one moving to all of, sorry, that's not true. We are using 2 fingers, but you'll notice we're only playing 2 notes. We're only pressing 2 notes in every one of those chords. So our middle finger is taking care of the C and the G, and then our index finger is being involved in the D and in the E minor. Once again, one of the tips that I always give is look for the similarities. Find similarities in your chord positions, okay? So this is a great similarity. Your middle finger stays busy on the C and G, which is natural because we know how the C and G chord positions go. And then our index finger, or our one finger, which is our index finger, he's going to be responsible for the chord of D and for E minor. Okay? All right. So if you notice when we're playing through it, okay? So I'm going to play through rhythmically how that verse goes. C, D, C, or G, sorry. C, D, to the E minor, D, to the C, G, E minor, D, C, G. Then the chorus goes E minor, G, E minor, to the G, E minor, to the D, to the G. So So one of the things I want you to take a look at is they have a part that's called, we're going to call it the turnaround. And what a turnaround does is it gets you back to another part. And in this case, the turnaround is actually being used to get us back to the verse. So when they're coming out of the chorus, it's something unpredictable. In the end, it's right. I hope you had the time of turnaround. So it's a G to a C, and then it goes back into the verse, okay? That's what the turnaround does, okay? So what I recommend is take a second, go through the parts, break them down. Go through the verse, go through the chorus, figure out how that turnaround happens, come back to it, play through it, okay? Notice in the instrumental that the instrumental, man, they play that G, C to D 4 times through, and then he comes back through and tags that chorus on the E minor, D, C, G, okay? So those are just some things to kind of think about. Mapping of the song is always important to take a moment and look at. So let's take a look at what the strum pattern's doing. If you notice in the strum pattern, there's this rhythm that's happening, do-ka, do-ka-da-boo-ka, 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 do-ka-da-boo-ka. I always like to make these little sounds and stuff that's kind of like, it kind of gives you a little glimpse of what's going on in my head. Also, I'm originally a drummer, and this is what drummers do. We make up all these syllables for all these rhythms that we do. So, this rhythm that's happening, do-ka, do-ka-da-do-ka, 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 okay? So what's happening is this. We're doing one good strum down, and that first strum is only really getting the first 2 top, it's just focusing on those top strings. Because we want kind of that bass tone, boom, and then the second strum that goes down, we're going all the way through. So notice that. It's kind of a short pluck with some pressure, and then we're coming straight through, boom. So try just that. Hit, and then go through. 2, 3, 4, boom, ba, boom, ba. Okay? Excellent. Now, then we're doing this up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down. Okay? So it's going boom, ba, up, down, up. Yeah. There we go. Boom, ba, up, down, up. 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 And notice there's a slight pause that's happening in that last down, that big down through before we do the up down. Okay? Yeah, and you'll notice also that in the movement of the down up, it's putting us right in position to go back down, down, up, and it puts us right back ready. So that's one of the things to think about, is that rhythmically things should feel right. They should make sense. So in this strumming, it does. Go. Keep that going. Awesome. If you noticed, I was smiling there at you because I could see you're getting it. There you go. You're catching how that rhythm's moving. Again, just process it, break it down. If you need to, pause right here and kind of go through that, roll the video back a little bit, walk back through it. This is going to be one of those strum patterns that you'll see pop up from time to time, so it's good to get it. Okay, and again, rhythmically, learn how to feel, how it just feels natural. It just, it just kind of, it's right. Okay, That's how it should be. Strum patterns should always feel that way. They should have kind of a natural sense to them once you start getting them memorized and your muscle memory starts getting it. Perfect. All right, so now, here we go. Let's try it. Here we go. There you go. Man, come on, pat yourself on the back. You knocked that out of the park. Again, we want to thank you for checking out our video. Make sure, again, you go down and you give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe to us.